Just connoisseur and welcome to Arsenal Fan Experience. Join me as I embark on the finale to the 2021-22 Premier League season with the match between and as I begin today on this glorious occasion of being the last Premier League match of the season. Obviously, I shall begin by addressing the previous match between Arsenal and Everton, where Everton came up victorious with a 2-1 win back in December at Goodison Park. And as we turn to this match today at Emirates Stadium, and looking at the starting 11 today, a relatively solid starting 11 for the final match today. Nothing out of the ordinary, to be honest. And we go right into the match now. As firstly, I just want to say that this match did not really pique my interest as it normally should, with there being a critical race for the title with Manchester City and Liverpool. And so, in my defense, those games took precedence to this match today. But I was still vehemently interested in what Arsenal could do and how they were performing against an Everton team that just escaped relegation by the skin of their teeth with a 3-2 comeback win on Thursday, thanks partly to a winning goal by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But as we get into it now, Arsenal have two successive chances, with Eddie Nketiah being behind both the chances, putting in a shot on the first one that would deflect to Gabriel Martinelli, but would be saved by Asmir Begovic, while also Nketiah would again be would put in a great cross for Granit Xhaka, who just put it over the bar. And that the sustained pressure that they put on Everton in the first minutes would pay dividends in a couple minutes after, is as through getting into Everton's penalty area, Gabriel Martinelli took a shot aiming for the goal. So happened to a former Arsenal player in Alex Iwobi, who I think, much to his chagrin, definitely held his hand in a unnatural position, and therefore it was looked at by VAR, confirmed to be a handball, and Arsenal were given to spot where Gabriel Martinelli coolly slotted it home past Begovic and gave Arsenal 1-0 lead, of which they would not be done, as a couple minutes later, off a corner, Gabriel Martinelli would be on the passing end of this time instead of Eddie Nketiah, where in point Nketiah put a great header on target to give it a 2-0 now. Meanwhile, as Everton looked to muster an attack, they had a decent couple chances here and there a little while after, with Abdoulaye Doucouré getting a good chance before he actually had to go off injured. And in his place came on Donny van de Beek, while Everton also had a good chance from Demarai Gray, but he lifted it way over the bar and to no real threatening chance. For Everton would actually respond with a goal of their own through a great 1-2 between Alex Iwobi and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who put it into the box for Donny van de Beek. Just be there at the right time and to just touch it into the back of the net. And for Van de Beek, that's a great confidence booster going into next year, as he will most likely return to Manchester United, and with Erik ten Hag at the helm, a manager he's very familiar with in his time in Ajax, maybe he'll get an increased opportunity to showcase his worth, as he did relatively play competent in this first half. And as we end the first half with a 2-1 scoreline, there wasn't really a lot to really take away in that I was very pleased with how the Gunners were playing, but the the prospect of this being the final match of the season, there's really nothing to play for. And as in the other game that was important to Tottenham versus Norwich City, Tottenham was absolutely annihilating Norwich. That really brought down their hopes for top four, but they still wanted to play in front of their play out in front of their home fans and give them their money's worth. And so you get to the second half now, they would do that. As through another good corner, it was this time Kyle Saka taking it. He put in a great ball on a platter for Cedric, of all players, who I believe is one of the lone players for Arsenal not to have scored this season. I could be mistaken, but and he was able to put it in put it in on a one-timer through a crowd, and Begovic wasn't able to react in time to get, and as a result, scores now 3-1 Arsenal, and the goals kept on coming as it looked like everyone wanted to score today, even Aaron Ramsdale of all players. But no, Gabriel this time would be on the on the receiving end of a great pass from Cedric, and although it may have been a shot for all I know, I don't know, but it fell perfectly to him, and he was able to strike it off the leg of Begovic, who unlike his hometown team, the Everton Oilers, had the antithesis of a great game on Sunday, as he would end up as the ball ended up trickling over the line to his bad luck, and now it's 4-1 Arsenal, and it continued to snowball as in the 82nd minute now, after a couple minor chances from Alexander Lacazette, who would be substituted on, along with the likes of Nicola Pepe and Abersambi Lokonga. Pepe would actually pick a great time to really put in his worth, delivering an excellent pass to Martin Odegaard, who precisely with his left foot precisely put it in past Begovic, just outside the edge of the box, and it just opened it up and opened the space, and he easily beat Begovic from into the bottom left corner, making it 5-1. And he even tried to get a couple more attempts that would ultimately not come to anything. And as a result, the end of the match would finish with a 5-1 victory for Arsenal over the Toffees in Everton. And my final thoughts on this match are that it's a bittersweet finale to the season, a season of which I had pessimistic hopes early in the season, but of which Arsenal began to turn it around. They fought resiliently. They were a force to be reckoned with in some points of the season. While on the contrary, they were also a chore to watch at times with their inconsistent play and really never knowing when they were going to show up. I think in a match like this, it was a great confidence booster to end the season on such a high. But at the same time, I wish they could have done that last week or against Tottenham, whom Tottenham would end up coming up with a decisive victory over Norwich to ultimately finish in fourth, meaning Arsenal will play in the Europa League next year. So it's not a total loss, but it is definitely disappointing. But nonetheless, a near perfect game for Arsenal. And overall, my man of the match today goes to Mohamed El-Neni, a player who I didn't really mention in this video, and for a good reason, as he didn't do anything noticeable, nor good nor bad, mostly good. He really was a force to be reckoned with in this match, and deservedly so. It appears that he is now. You heard it here first, but it appears that he has officially signed a new contract with Arsenal starting next season. So that's something I'm really happy about, because he's really deserved it. he's really played up to his level, and he really even furthered it this season and couldn't ask for more. And in this match, he was all over the place and containing the Everton midfield, which never really uh, uh, posed a threat to any sort of offense. So anyway, as we embark on the uh, uh, end of the season, I'd like to thank everyone for watching my videos this year. I'm very grateful, and I look forward to next year when Arsenal play, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of moves they make in the summer, of which I'll make a prediction later in the next month or two. While also in this week, I will reflect upon my not only my predictions from earlier this year, but also my player ratings for every player who played at Arsenal this season. So if you look forward to that. Anyway, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed my reaction. And here's to an incredible year and more to come for the Gunners. Arrivederci.